President Obama has summoned congressional leaders to the White House today for a negotiating session. House Majority Leader Republican Cantor of Virginia says he will be there. Leader, good morning.
Good morning, David.
So as you go into negotiations today, there's new signs of openness. The president is reportedly talking about a larger package of spending cuts that would include Medicare spending, be tough for Democrats to do. And you signaled yesterday some openness to raising revenues. Do you think there's room for a deal here?
Well, first of all, David, yesterday what I said, it was in response to the president's demands that we not hold up a deal based on any objections to plugging corporate loopholes, and he specifically talked about corporate jet owners. My response to him was, that's not why talks have stalled here in this town. Why talks have stalled, why I left the so-called Biden talks had to do with the fact that there was a fundamental disagreement over whether we should raise taxes right now.
All right, but then what exactly do you
David,
mean?
David, I believe it's counterintuitive in a sputtering economy for us to raise taxes when we need to get people back to work.
All right, but let's talk about exactly what you meant then. Is raising tax rates is one thing. I know you're opposed to that. Are you willing to consider raising revenues through closing loopholes and other deductions that would actually bring money into the federal treasury?
Well, what I said is, first of all, preferences, special loopholes in the code are never good for overall economic growth. And so we do need to simplify the code. And yes, I would like to see rates brought down. But in response into the isolated question of whether we are holding up something about corporate jet owners is not true, because if that's such a priority for the president, what we would like to see is offsetting tax cuts somewhere else. But at the end of the day,
but Leader, what does that do to help pay down the debt? Leader, you say you want offsetting tax cuts. That doesn't get you anywhere. You're saying that Democrats have to cut spending. That's an actual cut. You're saying you'll do some kind of revenue increase as long as it's cut somewhere else. That doesn't get you anywhere, does it?
David, what this is about is trying to demonstrate to the public that we're going to stop spending we don't have. Right now, we're borrowing over 40 cents of every dollar we spend. No family, no business can get away with doing that. And we're trying to say, look, significant spending cuts in terms of trillions of dollars to programs that frankly affect real people. These are not easy cuts for anyone. But the duty for all of us is to be able to go back to the people that put us here to say, you know what, we're going to change this system.
All right,
we're going to demonstrate, we're going to get the fiscal house in order so people at home can get back to work.
Here's the issue, though, Leader. If the White House, if Democrats are willing to cut trillions of dollars, which is certainly what you wanted in spending cuts, what is the Republican Party prepared to do in this negotiation that is hard?
Well, it is very hard, I think, to first of all sit here and say, yes, we're going to increase the credit limit of the country when we've got over $14 trillion in debt right now. But I think all of us believe that America pays its bills just like every family and business is expected to. So what we look at this is a situation where if we can come together and rally around trillions of dollars in spending cuts as well as reforms to the system, then we can go forward and begin to get the fiscal house in order. This is not easy for anyone to do, David, and I'm hopeful that we can get this done so we can begin to grow the economy again.
All right, talks at the White House today. We'll be watching. House Majority Leader Cantor, thank you very much.